talking about intrinsic dependence
No,
versus
I have not
extrinsic
met.
dependence.
That's completely false. I've never in the account that I just gave, I made no distinction
You
between
don't need to make that
extrinsic.
distinction. You equivocated.
There's no equivocation. Where's the internal external here?
You mentioned vicious circularity. Did you not?
Yeah, I said. So you have
Okay.
A
Okay.
and you
Cool.
have B. So if A depends on B and if B depends on A, what does that entail? Do you
Regarding
think that that's possible?
what's possible? That
Do you
both of
think
them depend on each other.
Yeah, a state of affairs where A depends on B and B depends on A,
In
and
what
that's all
mode?
that exists. Is that possible? What do you think?
I'm not sure what A is. Is it like a subject or is it a predicate?
We're talking about like actual things, not predicates.
Yeah,
A and B are not
but
predicates.
for me, a subject is always going to be divided into essence and attributes.
Okay, so
Yeah, so you're either talking about internal
talking,
dependency or external dependency.
but I'm not asking. That's not the question I'm asking.
Yeah,
You're introducing
I'm
that
telling you,
distinction.
your question won't work unless you specify the way of dependency.
Okay, if A is an essence and B is an essence, let's start with that. So essence
Two
A,
essences depend on each other.
yeah.
What does that even mean?
Yeah, I don't even know
Like,
what that means.
What-
Sounds like
A
you're
and
suggesting
B,
like a type of
but I'm a little confused, like
bitheism
why
or
you guys
something.
are having trouble.
Okay, Andani, we haven't seen the P and not P. Sorry,
I just showed it to you. If you have A is something that exists. B is
Okay.
something else that exists that's not identical to A. Let's
Okay.
start with that. Is that too complicated for you?
Okay.
No, I understand. I just don't see the P
Okay,
and not P.
so if I have an A and a B, and if I say that A depends on B, I also say that B depends on A. Is that state of affairs possible to begin with?
And you're telling me they're not the same subjects.
They're not the same thing.
Kareem,
A and B are not
you're the
identical.
one that needs to give the P.
Yeah,
and
but
not P.
where's the not P?
I just explained it to you. If you posit that there's A and there's B, and A and B are not identical things, and if I say that A depends on B, and I also say that B depends on A, the transitivity of the dependence would require that at least one of A or B is dependent on itself and not dependent on anything else.
Lord have mercy.
If you're okay, let's just make it very simple. This just sounds like if you were to give an example, two gods depending on each other, counterfactually. Yeah, I don't think that's possible.
Yaqub, can I say something? Dr. Andani.
So you would concede
but notice in here
Can I say
dependency.
something, please, guys?
Hold on. So you're conceding
Notice
that
in here
this
the
type of-
dependency is extrinsic to them, by the way.
Sure, you can call for this or for this example, you can call it that. So
Can I ask a question, Doctor?
Well, what's gonna matter? Because if you're gonna just tell me,
Oh my
just
God.
to cut to the
Sure.
chase, if you're just gonna tell me God depends on his attributes, in simple English, that means nothing more to me than he depends on himself.
Okay, great. So now, so if we can shift now, but you would agree that at the initial level, if you have two things, A and B are not identical, you cannot have it where they circularly depend on one another. You at least agree with that.
There's no contradiction, brother.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Okay, so Iraqi, are you differing with him? Are you saying that you can have them depending on each other?
I don't. It
Because
depends on the
Yaqub
modality.
said they can't, but you seem to be
it depends on the
differing.
modality. It depends on the modality.
Yeah, if you give the example of them being two gods, then it would be impossible.
Yeah, that would be metaphysically impossible.
Let's for the sake of simplicity, A is a substance, B is a substance, and they're not identical. Can they depend on each other?
Because you know why I agree with him, and you think that we don't? I agree because I say that in the logical modality, it is not impossible. He agrees. He's saying it is not possible under the metaphysical modality, and I totally agree.
That's correct.
Okay, so hold on, to be clear.
Thank you.
You think that logically it's possible, but metaphysically it's not possible?
Dr. Andani, I still
has
have
a whole different scope than metaphysical. You're not really giving us the direct P and not P.
Yeah, that's what we need, Dr.
Like if somebody for you,
I want to specify something.
For you, if we say yes, it's an absurdity. So then we can just ask you.
Yaqub, 1 second. I want to say something really crucial here that's really important to the dialectic here. I think a symmetrical dependency here is something that is not contradictory, and in fact, we observe it in the actual world. I'll give you an example. So we know that H2O, obviously it's water. It's water,
Yeah.
right? It's a compound. It is a compound, and we understand that for water to exist, there must be a symmetrical dependency between the two atoms of hydrogen and the one atom of oxygen, right? Without these three atoms depending on each other, you do not have water, right? So we observe this in the real world. We can justify it in the real world. I'll give another example, right?
Oh, hold on, no, let's go back to that.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
not ontological dependence.
Okay, so let's talk
That
about
is
that.
I didn't say that's a symmetrical dependency, dude.
Okay, so
We don't.
so-
What are you guys
hold
talking
on, hold
about?
on. Okay, Anas, that's fine. So I just like you're giving me an example now, so I'm just going to repeat it. Am I to understand that you believe that you can have an A and a B that are not identical to each other, where A depends on B for its existence and B depends on A for its existence, and that is not a contradiction, and that this is possible?
Yes, because that's our God. That's our God.
Thank
Yes.
you. Okay. So
Habibi, I want the P and not
no
P.
problem. Okay,
Where's the
we'll
P and
get-
not P, dude?
No problem, man.
This is why I'm impatient with you.
bro.
I'm looking for
take
the
our-
P in conjunction with not P. Where is it?
Okay. So
Okay,
you
where?
just said, bro, this is a conversation, man. This is not a courtroom.
I understand, but
This is
we
not a
have to
courtroom.
Just
go somewhere.
relax,
Okay,
guys.
We're not
I'm
going
gonna
anywhere.
Get to that. Anas, we've actually gone a lot of places already because you jumped the gun and said, this is our God. So you just said that your God is basically an A and a B, where A depends on B and B depends on A. You quote, this is our God. Did somebody clip that? So
What
your
are you
God,
clipping? This is literally
your-
the orthodox belief that Allah is dependent on His properties and vice versa.
Anas,
Okay,
that's not
perfect.
his point. That's not his point.
that's fine.
No,
So-
I okay.
That's totally fine. I hear what you're saying. I'm actually happy for the sake of the conversation that you outright shouted that out. That your God, metaphysically speaking, consists of an A
There's a
and
counterfactual
a B.
dependency between the essence, which would be the A, and then the B, which would be the attributes.
Okay, so counterfactual accounts are simply a matter of logical entailment, but they do not reveal the ontological relationship between the A and the B. So what really has to
Yaqub,
be
we let him
answered
get away
here
from P and not
is
P.
Yeah, Dr. Khalid, we're not really
Yeah.
hearing the not P. We heard the
Okay.
P, but not the not P.
no problem. Okay. So your God has attributes, and just for the sake of simplicity
But before
here,
we
let's-
jump to
let's
that, just
say-
to stay abstract, what's the not P?
Okay, I've explained it in the abstract already, and I'm going to try to now apply it to the actual
You
case
asked a
here, which is
question.
your
You
God.
didn't. You asked a question. You didn't give the not P.
A and B
You're lagging.
in
Dr.
the
Khalid, you're like-
case here.
Can you
Sorry.
repeat yourself, Dr. Khalid? The last 10
No
seconds.
problem.
Go ahead.
Okay. So A and B in the generic example, A is dependent on B, and B is dependent on A, and both A and B exist. Okay, they both exist experimentally. So
That sounds like a P to
Depend-
me.
okay. So far it may sound like a P. So, but remember, at the beginning, A is dependent and B is dependent. Okay? Here's where you end up with your not P. If A and B actually exist, where A depends on B and B depends on A, the dependence is transitive. So A ends up being dependent on A.
In a different
You
way.
agree? No. Where's the different way? It's transitive. A for its existence depends on B. B
Okay.
for its existence depends on A.
Okay.
Transitivity means that A depends on A.
Okay.
So now, if A depends on A,
Uh-huh.
A is
Yeah,
independent.
both would become essentially
That's a
contingent.
P. That's a P, not P.
Yeah,
These
A
are
is
two different
independent.
subjects or a subject and a predicate.
The contradiction
But
is
even if
that
they're two
both
different
are-
subjects, you still have a
both-
problem here.
Yeah, the
Now, here's
I don't
another
hold
problem
this.
you have. Here's another problem
Just a
that we
minute, just a
have,
minute.
Yaqub.
Dr. Khalid, just
you
let
guys-
brethren explain. He
the
hasn't interfered.
essential
Go ahead.
problem here is that both the subjects are essentially contingent, right? Yet they possess existence.
Two subjects, not a subject and a predicate.
Yeah. They are
Yeah,
two
then I
different
would
subjects.
agree. That would be equivalent of what do you call it? Like a bitheism instead of tritheism.
Again, though, for both
Yeah, but
of
you
your
just
A
you
and
just
B,
clarified it's two different subjects.
yeah. So
Yeah,
what
so,
I said
so
that
the
at the
so the
beginning.
issue with that is the dependency is external, not internal.
Okay.
Doesn't
So let
matter.
me ask you this: in
No,
the A and
just a
B,
minute, Khalil, just one
yeah.
minute. How does it matter whether the dependency is external or internal? Because
Because if it's
insofar,
internal
just let me
dependency,
finish,
that's
let
just
me
another
finish,
way of
let me
saying
finish,
that somebody
let me
depends upon
finish.
themselves.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Let me finish.
What?
Yeah. Let me
So
finish.
then, what does it
Are
mean
you
to
gonna
be
let me finish?
independent?
Are you gonna just interrupt in between?
Sure, go for it.
Eminem, look, one thing. When you say it depends on itself, that's only not a problem
That's an
if
equivocation,
if the
actually.
two, yeah,
That's
it is, and
basically an
here's why it's
equivocation.
here's why it's an equivocation. If I say A depends on A, I'm just saying that A is independent, okay? But if
Yeah,
I say A depends on itself and then I define the self of A as attributes which are distinct from A, then it's not dependent on itself. It's dependent on something
exactly.
other
But
than it.
that's not how you talk about subjects. Subjects are going to be
Now you're
a
going to
constituent
semantics. We
of
are
an
not talking about
essence
semantics.
plus
Yeah?
attributes.
Okay,
We are talking about
so
the signified.
is the
Just
essence and the
Okay,
attribute
wait.
identical
Two
or
of you are
not
talking at the
identical?
same time.
Okay,
go
but
ahead.
is the essence of A identical to the attributes of A? Are they identical or are they not
No,
identical?
they're not
Which one is
identical.
it? Okay, so essence and attributes are not identical.
Do
Yeah.
both of them
Agreed?
possess existence?
Are you asking me if existence is even a
Yes.
predicate?
No. Do the attributes exist?
Yeah, both of them exist. The essence
So
Okay,
and
you
the
and they're
attributes.
obviously you
not
don't believe the
identical.
attributes are conceptual, right?
Therefore,
Just making sure.
No, they
Just a
believe
minute.
they're
You don't
real.
believe. Yeah, you don't believe that attributes are conceptual, right?
no,
Like us.
they're not conceptual. No,
Yeah. So you believe they are real.
they're
So
real.
in what sense are they real? Like, can they be cashed out as objects?
They're concrete.
Yeah. What do you mean by that?
They have real ontological existence.
Oh, and that ontological existence. So what does that mean? Can they be cashed out
Are
as
we just
objects?
gonna keep
Just a minute.
defining like the second word, third
No,
word,
no, no,
fourth
no, no,
word?
no, because that's very important.
So far, I
Can they be
gave you like a
cashed
third
out?
alternative.
Yeah, just a minute. Because yeah, can they be cashed out as objects?
Meaning.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, meaning what? What do you define as an object?
Yeah, that they possess existence in their own self. They're thabit with that.
Thabit bidhat?
Yes.
Are the attributes self-subsistent or do they
Yeah, they
subsist
are
in the
this.
essence?
Exactly. Are they self-subsistent?
So you mean thabit bidhatihi, not thabit
Yeah.
bidhat.
Are the attributes self-subsistent or do they subsist in
the
something
attributes
else?
don't have an essence, so I don't even know what that means.
Okay, do the attributes subsist binafsihi
No.
or binafsiha, or do they subsist in the divine essence?
Bi'anfusihima, because it's plural. That's fine. Look, the main point is no.
Well,
The attributes can't exist by
Can I
themselves.
just ask a point of
I don't think the
Ahmed.
attributes would have a him pronoun, right? They would have a feminine pronoun.
No, I think unfus like a plural. It should.
No, but he said
I need a
anfusihim.
No. But you could say binafsiha because the jama' mu'annath salim.
It's
Yeah,
binafsiha,
exactly.
The point I'm trying to get at is I don't
true.
think attributes can exist by themselves.
Okay, so you said
that means attributes are dependent on an essence.
Again, I'm hearing two people at the same time.
I just have a question. You said the attributes do not
Okay,
have an
am I gonna
essence.
talk to him? Because it started off with
It's a question. It's a question.
yeah, but there were rules that were set up,
wait,
right?
Ahmed, wait.
It was brethren and then Khalid, and then it became
Fine.
So now we reached the point.
Yaqub, everyone. Ahmed, please don't interfere. Yeah, please don't interfere.
Yeah. So we have basically reached the point where he's gonna get into a deadlock now.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Eminem, this is fine. Like, thanks for participating. So it sounds to me that the attributes are not independent; they're dependent on the divine essence. Is that a fair account?
Yeah, dependent in a certain way, sure.
Well, they're dependent in some way on the divine essence.
So what is the truth maker of the proposition that the
how the hell are we now jumping
attributes-
onto those things?
Just a minute. Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Am I talking to him or am I talking to you?
Brethren, before you switch it. Okay.
It's not their fault.
What about
Anas left? It's 2v2. Anas left. So
Yeah, I
not
mean,
their
I
fault.
don't.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay,
That's a you
so
problem.
Well, it's not. It's
Yaqub,
not my fault that he left either, is it?
Yaqub,
Of
what
course,
about the
but it's
So
divine
supposed to be
what
essence?
useful.
are we Christians passing on the original sin now?
Okay, so
Okay.
Let's not
Yaqub,
be ridiculous.
if
No,
the
no,
attributes
that's
are dependent, that
to be
as you
fair,
said,
Yanni.
is the divine essence dependent on the attributes, or is it
In a
independent?
certain way, yeah.
It's in a certain way. The divine essence is dependent on the attributes in a certain way,
Yeah.
or is it independent fully?
What's that certain?
I don't think you can predicate independence
Yeah.
unless you're talking about the whole, which is the subject.
Okay. So this is great. So thanks for being really clear. So you believe that the divine essence and attributes considered together as a whole are independent, but internally each one depends on the other.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. That's fine. I just, as an aside,
Therefore, what exactly?
yeah, there are 2 points about this. First point is this, what you just stated, and I know
By the way, just real quick, I didn't acknowledge Anas ran. He said his phone was on 10%.
That's okay.
Forget
That's
about the
fine.
comments, Yaqub. I would have muted the comments, but I don't have mod.
You don't need to mute it. I'm just defending the brother. That's what the Prophet
That's no
Muhammad
problem.
sallallahu alaihi wasallam said.
I'm not thinking.
That's fine.
I'm not.
I'm not talking about
attributing-
you. You're fine. You can continue.
Okay. So what you just described, where you said that the divine essence and the attributes, when considered together, they are independent. So as a whole, but when considered each by themselves, they are dependent on the other. That formulation is metaphysically equivalent to pantheism. That's
Really?
my first point. Because
Okay.
that's exactly what a pantheist is going to assert about the universe. Okay?
Cool.
So what the pantheist is going to say is that internally, all the different things that make up the universe, they're all dependent on one another. They're interdependent. But when taken as a whole, all the constituents of the universe are independent. That's literally pantheism. So
Really?
that's actually the first argument that we're making.
Okay.
So just
So
for starters,
can we go through that if you don't mind?
yeah, we can go through that. But
Okay,
for
cool.
starters,
Are there multiple
if we-
subjects within the universe?
yes.
Okay, cool. So how is that analogous to one subject?
So the formulation that you provided, where two non-identical things taken together are independent, but then considered individually are dependent. Everyone, the pantheists, can say that about the items in the universe, whether there are many subjects or not.
Not really, no.
Yeah, okay, so what's the relevant difference?
You have multiple subjects in the equation versus one subject.
Okay, but again, what's the relevant difference when it comes to dependent
There would
relations?
it would shift from an internal dependency to an external one. That's basic.
But that again, distinguishing between, you're saying,
Look, I already told you I have
but
no
that's
issue
still
with
the same.
dependence
That
in of
doesn't
itself.
avoid the problem. But that doesn't avoid your problem,
What's my problem?
because the pantheist believes that the universe as a whole is a subject.
You're right.
Okay.
So you're just using the term reality synonymous with the universe, which just
But
means the
that's-
sum of
but
all
that's what
existent things.
But that's what a pantheist believes. Your God is a
but the
sum
issue with
of
a pantheist,
essence and attributes.
one second, the issue with a pantheist, he believes that there is millions and millions and millions, if not trillions, of subjects into the equation. I believe there is one subject, and you know what's the issue? And with a pantheist, he believes each subject externally depends on something outside of itself to survive and even exist. Unlike me, I believe Allah only depends within himself, to himself, to exist.
Okay, but
That's
when
like
you
the
say,
difference between the sun and the moon.
okay, so again,
So how are they analogous?
well, I'll tell you. For starters, the pantheist takes the universe as a whole as its own subject that's independent. Just like your Allah is one subject that's independent. Okay?
Okay, I think
that's
we're
your
just
external
equivocating on the term
independent.
subject.
Okay, so why don't you explain this
So
for
the
us?
universe.
What's the difference? Okay. Explain this for us. So just to be clear, you would not accept multiple subjects being interdependent among themselves. That's not acceptable for you. So if I have subject A and subject B, and I say that A depends on B and B depends on A, you would reject that.
Given what I said a subject is, which is something that is essence plus attributes, yeah,
Okay.
I would
Okay.
take an
Great.
issue with that. In fact,
Okay.
that's our criticism of Trinity.
So the relevant difference here is, for you, a subject is an essence plus attributes.
No, the relevant difference is internal dependency versus external dependency.
Okay, but every subject, according to you, is an essence plus attributes.
Right, and the universe has a gajillion, bazillion different subjects that are externally dependent on each other.
Yeah, so
Okay,
how are
so
you, what's
besides
your
the
account
labeling,
for
how does that help?
identification of subjects? That's going to be the
Okay, hold
relevant
on.
question.
I heard both of you talk at the same time.
Can you repeat
so
the
What's your
brethren?
what's going to be your relevant account for identification of subjects?
I just gave you what constitutes a subject.
Yeah, but somebody can come up and say, "Well, I don't
Whether
agree."
you can come up or not doesn't matter. You're arguing against my view. Remember.
Let me finish. Let me finish. It
That's
just
just
seems
that's just secondary, by the way.
Okay. Oh my God, you're just gonna interrupt in between.
Oh, I was talking to him.
it-
You just interrupted out of nowhere.
No, I mean I'm talking as well.
Okay, so just
Okay,
what
so we
he's
shifted
asking.
the topic to what constitutes an identity right now, because that's a whole can of worms.
No,
by
no,
itself.
no. The
Okay,
problem is, it just seems arbitrary that you're gonna say, well, the universe has gazillions of subjects. A pantheist can come up and say, well, no, the universe is actually only the whole of reality.
One
In
subject.
fact,
No
is
pantheist believes
actually
that. Can we stop being
one
silly?
minute, one minute. No, somebody can be like a Spinozan. They can say all of reality is actually one substance and its attributes. That's it.
Beautiful. And then if you ask
two
him if the
multiples.
human being is a subject or an
Yeah.
attribute, what do you think it would say?
So a Spinozan will say that what we call every item in the universe is just a mode of one subject. That's what a Spinozan pantheist will say.
So are we
So
just
how is
arguing
your view?
semantics right now?
No, we're not. We're saying that your view is on par with metaphysical pantheism, and we're giving you an
We haven't
example
shown
of
it.
that. Sorry, we just did, because your out
Not really.
your out was to say that you can have a subject that is that is independent of other subjects. Okay, that's what you're saying about God. God is independent of all other subjects, but internally, the constituents of your subject are all interdependent. That's your view. In a circular way.
Yeah.
Okay, so the question that I have is, what is it about an essence and an attribute in their relation that allows a circular interdependence?
That's a whole different question right now.
Yeah, but it's a relevant question.
Whether
Why
it's
is
relevant or not doesn't make it a whole different
Are you
question.
refusing to
You were
answer the
talking.
question?
No,
Are you
I'm just
refusing
saying.
to
I'm
answer
just
the
saying. Let's
question?
finish the first point. then
No,
we
but
can
this
move
is
on to
part
the
of the
second
point, because you're okay with you are okay with
Can we
the
deal with the
idea.
Spinoza thing that he brought up? Because it
If you
sounds
want,
really
I
just
think
like a
it's all.
semantical dispute, honestly.
Well, I think it's
If
part
a,
of
if a
the it's part of the
Spinozan
same
just chooses
thing.
to redefine a what do you call it, a subject as a predicate, then that's just a semantical dispute. I don't really care.
But
And even
that's
grammatically speaking, that's not what a subject
but to
is.
be fair, that's not what I said.
Well, both of you are talking to me.
Nobody
Okay,
said
so
that the
so if you want,
Spinozan.
if you plan to have me
Yeah.
respond to every single thing you're saying without diverting for like a couple of seconds or a minute to his response, don't have him open his mic. So which one is it?
Well, right now you're talking to me, so
Okay, but I'm not gonna shift
Reveal-
gears randomly like a car and start talking to him when he wants to.
well, to be fair, it was 2 verse 2. I think you're
Yeah,
100%.
but
now.
it's not been 2 verse 2 for a while,
Yeah, but that's not our fault.
Yeah, exactly.
and it's
That's
not my
your
fault
fault,
either,
yeah.
is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, look,
So are
we've
you a
been
Christian
trying
who's
to.
passing on original sin?
No one's blaming you or anything. We're like the
Okay,
state
so
of
act
affairs
like it,
is
bro.
what it is.
So let's
So
continue. Act like it.
No, but you are chiding us for having two people speak, but we agreed that it would be 2 verse 2.
No. You're complaining about the fact that I'm not addressing you immediately. So
I'm
I don't
not.
have a problem.
Actually, I haven't
but I'm
made
just
one
not
complaint.
expecting you to complain.
I
Why are you
haven't made
complaining?
Let's go back. Let's go back
Excuse
to
me.
the topic.
I haven't
of
made
discussion.
one
I
complaint.
don't want to make this a big deal. Let's just move on.
Yeah, let's move on. Go ahead.
Yakub, I have not made one complaint about you, and I still have no complaints about you. I think you've conducted yourself very reasonably. So maybe you misunderstood. I have no
Okay,
complaints
no problem.
about you. What I'm trying to get at here in a good faith way is I'm trying to understand why you reject circular dependency between two or more subjects, but you accept circular dependency between an essence and an attribute which are not identical to one another.
I already answered that because one of them is external, the other one is internal.
Okay, so how does being internal help? Like, how does being internal
because
to a
that's
subject
what it
allow
means
for
to be
circularity?
independent. That's common language when you say somebody's independent. You're not talking about him and his arm. You're not talking about him and his guts. You're talking about him being by himself and not needing anybody else. Correct? And so that's
So
exactly
is
how
there
it
no
functions
such
for
thing?
any other subject.
Okay, so is there no such thing as total independence? Like, is there no reality, whether external or internal to God,
If
that is
you're
fully
talking about
independent?
dependency now in every single possible
Yeah,
way,
in all respects, yeah.
but that's
No,
not
that's
what
not. No.
that's not what people mean when they say independent.
I'm not interested in what people mean. I'm interested
Of
in.
course,
Can I
not
answer
gonna
really
matter
interested
quick?
in
what
the
people
fact.
mean. No, this
But
is
I'm not
sophistry.
talking
I'm
about
sorry.
the lay. But I'm not talking about the lay definition of independence. I'm talking about
What
us.
do you
I'm
hold on?
talking-
So when we say something is independent, I think now we're gonna build, what do you call it? We're building
Yeah.
bridges. We're using the lay understanding.
But this is metaphysics. We're not talking
Well,
about bridges.
who gives a damn? قال
But
الله
it-
وقال رسول.
But I'm simply going
Muhammad
to.
sallallahu alaihi wasallam was sent with the Arabic language, and he spoke to the people in the Arabic language. He didn't come redefining it with Aristotle and Plato.
This has nothing to do with Aristotle and Plato.
If you're using certain terminologies that are fixated on definitions that come from Hellenistic traditions, I quite frankly don't care. Even if my position,
My definition of independence is not coming from Hellenism.
Just hold on. Of course, it is from Hellenism. You don't
No,
think
it's
that you took
not.
it from Plotinus?
So are you telling me that in the Arabic language, the entire Arabic language, there's no term or there's no concept of independence in a full, complete way? It doesn't exist?
When
So-
the most
so
you could
all-
say, one second, the most you could say is the word as-samad. But
Okay.
even the word as-samad refers to the subject only. So when you say something is a samad, it means every other subject depends on it. That's all it means. That's the best word you can come up with. I have Taj al-Arus. I have Lisan al-Arab. Taj al-Arus is about 42 volumes. I have the whole thing from front to back. You can try your best and find a word in there in Arabic that means that. Again, quite frankly, I do not care if certain terminologies that have certain definitions paint
That's
my
irrelevant.
position.
Like,
Just hold on. I'm about to land. Hold on, I'm
Yeah.
about to land.
Okay.
I don't care if certain terminologies from certain traditions or certain languages entail that my position gets painted in the most blasphemous way. I really don't care.
That's fine.
For
I
me,
mean,
it's still
you're
coherent.
talking about logic here.
No problem. But
That's fine.
Yakub, I've checked the dictionary definition of
It's
samad,
not even
including
relevant.
some of the encyclopedias you mentioned. And for my part, I've never seen it say samadiyya or whatever term for independence only applies to subjects, and it allows for the subject to be dependent on internal things. Like, I've never seen that in any dictionary definition.
Yaqub, just qualifying. Since I just got back.
One second.
Just to qualify
Since we're
real
stuck up
quick.
on dictionaries, just 1 second. We're talking about encyclopedias and dictionaries. The problem is, even if I grant that, you would end up shooting yourself in the foot. Because grammatically, when it comes to the Arabic, when you're talking about a subject, it would be impossible for it to start talking about predicates by themselves. Unless
Predicates
you
are
contextualize it.
linguistic.
Sorry?
Predicates are linguistic. You're confusing linguistics with metaphysics. They're not the same thing.
You just mentioned dictionaries. You think Taj al-Arus is going into metaphysics?
Actually, there's metaphysical terms defined in there.
Yeah, but it's
I
not
don't know
an
why you're
encyclopedia
bringing up
about
predicates.
metaphysics.
But you just made a category error. This is a category error. You've conflated.
We're talking about linguistics. We're talking
No,
about books that are dictionaries for language.
Can we just
Yeah,
at least
but dictionaries are not just about are like a dictionary definition of a term that is used in metaphysics, right? That the term samad or whatever it is, it doesn't actually say that the subject of samadiyya can be dependent on other things as part of the definition of samad.
When you
And
go
when you
look
talk
up
about
any
I
of
don't know,
these dictionaries and then
divine
you look up an
attributes are
ism,
not-
Can we go back to the
Divine
topic of
attributes are not
discussion, please?
predicates. Like, divine attributes are not predicates, like
So what are
in
they?
actual reality. So a divine attribute can be linguistically referred to by a linguistic predicate, but the linguistic predicate points to the extramental reality. It's not the same thing as it. Like
Okay,
you're making
can
a
I give you an
category
account?
error here.
Doctor,
So
I'll give, let me
I'm
give you an
going to go
account.
back to my
gonna
original
say a few
question.
things because
The
I've been talking
original
for a while.
question is this: why is circular dependency admissible for an essence and an attribute, okay, which are not identical, but it's not allowed for two substances? What is it about an essence and
And
attributes
two
that suddenly allows
substances mean
that,
what?
like what you call two subjects, right? Why does it
Yeah,
work?
because one of
Why
it
does
is
it work for
internal
one
to the
and not for?
subject. The other one is external to the subject.
Okay, so why is it okay? So what's the difference maker here? Why does internal to a subject allow for circular dependence? Does the subject as a substrate play a
Because you can
role in
fulfill
that?
all the conditions internally, you can't fulfill them externally.
Okay, what condition is fulfilled internally that's not externally?
The
And who
circularity.
provides the condition? Okay, great. So
Well, you
who
can. Oh, okay.
provides
So yeah. Okay. Well, hold on.
what
Okay.
provides
So
the
you would get. You would
condition
give.
to
You would give
allow?
the necessary attributes for what constitutes a god to be a god.
And it's not answering my question. So the
I'm
essence of
telling you.
God. Okay, so the essence of God and the attribute of use one attribute for the sake. The essence and attribute of God in God, because they constitute God together, right? So is that right? Or is God above and is God ontologically prior to his essence and his attribute?
Just
Or is God just
one second.
constituted?
Like we're adding on too many things. Let's just go over the first step. I don't think Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could ever have one attribute. That's
I know
nonsensical.
that. I'm just
So I'm
using
saying
for
that there has to
simplicity's
be a
sake.
multiplicity of attributes that are all necessary to make him God. So, for example, eternality needs to be met for that circularity to pass. I don't know if he cut out, or is it just
When are we gonna be able to critique his worldview?
in a bit? Just hold on. Did he cut out, or is it just us?
He probably got a phone call.
Yo, hello,
Sorry,
can you hear us?
it cut out. Can you just repeat that?
I forgot what I said, to be honest. Oh yeah, I
You
said
said God doesn't just
that
have one attribute.
there's necessary properties to what makes a god, or something that allows for that circularity to be fulfilled. So I mentioned just eternality as an example.
Okay, so again, what does the internal context have that the external context doesn't have, which allows for circularity?
I'm not understanding. The subject as a whole would be independent of any other subject.
I have no problem with that, but the subject's constituents are not independent of anything.
So what?
How can that be the case?
How can it not be the case?
So
What's the contradiction?
Well, the subject has internal constituents, and these constituents are not identical to one another.
Therefore?
And you're basically saying that the subject is composed of constituents, all of which are dependent, but somehow the subject is independent. How do you square that? Where does the
Because
subject
when you
get
refer to the
independence from?
subject, when you're referring to the subject, you're always referring to the whole.
Okay, but where does the whole get independence from?
The essence plus attributes.
But
and
the
the lack
essence
of
from
need, one second, and the lack
Okay.
of need for anything outside of itself.
Okay, but the essence and attributes are needy of one another. So how do they bestow
But neither of
independence on
them
the
are
whole?
the subject.
I know that, but the
So
subject.
then you're under, okay, let me just
But that doesn't
simplify it
help you,
and put it
though.
bluntly. I don't mean it disrespectfully. Under my view, we're just going to keep going in circles because for me, you're just uttering gibberish. Because my point is, how do I say it?
Is that an argument?
My
that
point
I'm
is,
uttering gibberish? Is this an argument of some sort?
what I'm trying to tell you, under my view, what you're saying is gibberish because it's irrelevant. For me, independence, true independence, will only be predicated when you're talking about the subject as a whole. I don't know what it means for you to start dissecting the part and the other part and then start predicating dependence or independence on them without shifting to a different type of mode.
Okay, so what's the difference in the mode? What about the mode of the dependent essence and the dependent attributes allows for circularity? And how do these two
Because
dependent how do these two
subjects are
dependent things give independence on the whole? Because the whole is
subjects
nothing
are
more
what?
than the parts.
Okay. What is a subject, if you don't mind? Things that you can predicate on. I'm not saying that's a formal definition nor a fleshed out
I
definition.
mean,
I'm just
okay,
saying
so
when you predicate things, you predicate them on a subject, not on a predicate of a predicate.
okay, so that is a linguistic definition of a subject.
And that's how
But
I'm
that's
working.
but that's not helpful here. We're not just talking about
Of
language.
course it
We're
is.
talking about no. We're talking about metaphysics. We're
Both
talking
of
about
them are the
essence.
same for me.
Okay, essence
I work
and
my
attributes.
metaphysics off of natural language.
Yeah, but there's a problem here because they don't
Well,
track.
problem for you. I'm just gonna follow the
No,
Prophet
actually,
Muhammad.
the problem is for you, not for me, because you're making a distinction between dependence relations of subjects and dependence relations of things internal to subjects. But when I ask you to define, well, you actually offered to define a subject. You've given me a linguistic definition of a subject. We need a metaphysical definition of a subject.
What is a metaphysical definition of a subject for you?
So a metaphysical, I mean, I would go with the definitions of the metaphysical definition of a jawhar, a substance.
Just a jawhar or jawhar al-fard?
No, this is jawhar in the philosophical sense.
Okay, so a primordial substance?
Yeah, so let's say something like this. A jawhar is something that exists, which in its existence does not inhere in another thing. Whereas an accident or an attribute is something that exists, but in order to exist, it has to inhere in a subject. So that in my tradition, that's the difference between a substance and an attribute. Would you generally agree? Like a subject does not inhere in another subject when it exists, whereas an attribute inheres in a subject to exist.
So just hold on, we're going too fast. So are accidents subjects for you or not?
No, an accident is not a substance.
Would you consider a predicate?
A predicate is not a metaphysical term. A predicate is a linguistic term.
Yeah, I'm asking you, under my view, would you consider a predicate?
I don't know what I don't know what you mean by predicate. You
already accused me of using linguistic terms, so we might as well. So you do understand what I'm saying.
But that's like using food terms to talk about metaphysics. You're using the wrong term.
I'm trying to bridge the gap.
Have no metaphysical reality though. Predicate is a linguistic thing. So you need to use the right term.
I'm trying to bridge the gap. I'm saying under my view, you would say I would consider those accidents. In my view, predicate's correct.
No problem. Sure.
No, I'm asking, would that be correct?
It sounds like it, but I can't be sure because you don't seem to use the right terms. But we're trying to be charitable.
And then you mentioned jawhar. You mentioned the word jawhar, and then you're talking about arad.
Yes, jawhar and arad, or jawhar and sifa. Sifa is attribute. Attributes.
That's why I'm getting tripped up. So is the word sifa and arad synonymous for you?
In some cases, yes.
Okay.
For the present discussion, we can say sure.
Okay, cool. So, what do you call it? For me, the word jawhar is what's tripping me up, not the word accident. So the word jawhar almost sounds like just a subjective attribution, to be honest. It's almost like you're saying the essence is Allah, and then everything else is attached to Him.
Yeah, so the only issue that I have with what you said is you're just sort of conflating, probably not intentionally, a linguistic subject, right, and a metaphysical substance. And these are just our different levels.
I think we're just we're having.
But going back to the original thing, right? Like your central claim is that internal to a subject, in which case we're talking about God. So internal to God, there's an essence and there are multiple attributes. Now, is there anything more to God than these two categories?
Sorry, one more time. You said the essence and attributes?
Yeah, so
there's nothing more.
Okay, so is it fair to say that God equals the essence plus attributes?
That's not just for God, that's for any subject.
Okay, but it is for God, right?
Yep.
Okay, so on this account then, I know you don't like to use a word, but wouldn't the essence and each attribute together form God? Like those are parts, proper parts?
If part just means something less than the whole, sure,
Yeah,
but I'm gonna
within the
call it a
whole.
part.
Okay, but how about constituents?
That's a safer word, but again, I don't call them those things.
Okay, well,
I
we have
just
to
bind
use
myself
some.
within linguistic norms.
Okay, but we have to use some words, so I'm going to call them constituents. Okay, so basically, the subject Allah is constituted by essence and attributes. Is there anything further? Okay, so the subject Allah is samad, independent, correct?
Yeah.
But it's only independent of things external to it or him.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so the subject Allah is not independent of the constituents, correct?
Yep.
Okay, now if I take a constituent, like any one constituent, one attribute, or just the essence alone, is the essence alone identical to Allah?
Under my view of what
It
is an
depends.
essence.
Wait, it depends what you mean by essence.
That's what I just told them. You're asking me under my view of what is an essence, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so restate the question again. If you don't
sure.
mind.
So in your view, where the constituents of Allah are one essence and multiple attributes, okay, and this is your view, is if you consider the essence by itself, is the essence identical to the subject Allah?
Under my view, no.
Okay, is one attribute considered by itself, one attribute identical to the subject Allah?
No.
Okay. If Allah is independent of other subjects, but Allah is not independent of the essence and the attributes, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So because you said that each attribute considered by itself and the essence considered by itself, they're not identical to Allah, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yep.
so that would that not mean then that Allah is dependent on constituents which are not identical to him?
Okay. I think we're just going in circles. I already answered this.
No, but is that not true?
What you're saying to me
Mhm.
is just what independent means.
Sorry.
Because remember, under my view, you're trying to still man my view and then build off of it. Under my view, you're just telling me, does Allah depend on the things that make him him? And I'm telling you, yeah, that's independence.
So wait,
We're
the
just going in
definition.
circles.
No. So independence would mean that Allah is independent of other things, but he's not independent of himself, correct?
I don't see the difference. One more time.
Okay, is Allah dependent on himself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which just means independence.
Yeah, okay. So Allah is dependent on himself, correct?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Is Allah dependent on his essence?
I don't know what that means.
Okay, does Allah, the subject, depend on the essence of Allah?
I generally don't know what that means.
Yeah. So when you say essence, I assume you're referring to the essential properties.
No,
Because in
no,
essence-
that's not. No. He's going under my view. Not like an analytic understanding.
Yeah. So we said earlier, the constituents of Allah are one essence and multiple attributes. Allah is dependent on the collection of these constituents.
Okay.
Okay? So, but each constituent is not identical to Allah.
Yeah, if you're just asking me if Allah depends on his essence and Allah depends on his attributes, even though I wouldn't use the word depend, because again, those are just the subjects together. Sure, you could use the word depend for the sake of the argument.
Okay, but then in this case, Allah is not dependent on himself because each constituent is not identical.
But himself is both of them together.
Himself is the constituents taken together.
As a whole, right?
As a
And
whole.
when you predicate independence, you predicate it onto the subject as a whole, not as a part. So again,
But the problem is each part or each constituent because you reject ADS, each constituent is not identical to Allah.
Which is fine for me.
Yeah, but that would mean Allah depends on a collection of items which individually are not him.
Therefore?
That would mean Allah.
Because remember, under my view,
then he's not dependent on himself. He's dependent on other things. That's the problem.
Oh my God!
It means Allah doesn't have actual.
I don't think you're understanding what I'm trying to say. When you keep repeating those things, all I'm hearing in my head is independence constantly. Because when I predicate independence, it gets predicated onto the whole. It's never to the part. I don't know what the hell it means in any world for you to predicate independence onto a part.
How does the whole gain the power or the quality of independence when the constituents that make up the whole are each dependent?
You don't gain independency, what do you call it, through the properties being dependent or independent. You gain
Okay, so where do you get it from?
Yeah, through the attributes themselves. Not in what mode do they depend on. It's what formulates the subject to be.
Oh, okay, so I just heard you, like each attribute and the essence, they're all interdependent. So no attribute is independent. Like, is that correct? None of these divine attributes have independence. They all depend on the essence. And the essence doesn't have independence. It depends on the attributes for its subsistence. Yet somehow...
just to clarify, we're not talking about grounding relations, right?
You can call it grounding relations.
No, for me, it makes a big difference if we're talking about like a causal relation or a grounding relation.
I'm talking
or
about
like a logical relation. It really matters.
Well, logical relations, like
Dr. Khalid, can I just say something real quick? It's not about the debate, guys. There's a lot of people in here, and we want to change up the debate. Let's let someone else. Like Enes, you've been talking way too long, Enes. Let Yaqub speak. Go ahead,
guys. Let's not. Why are you guys
that show was corny. So Yunus, you weren't able to. You weren't able to debate me, and you ran. Guys, so I'm willing to talk whenever they are done. So whoever's ready, we can talk right now.
Okay, Yaqub, you've been very good. I enjoyed this conversation. I think you've been very clear. So I really appreciated this exchange.
I'll ask you one thing, I guess, before I mute up or drop. Do you take back what you said about direction having no extramental existence? Or about direction having extramental existence?
Does direction have extramental existence?
Yeah.
So I think direction is relative to bodies.
I agree, but the problem is that's not what you said the last time we spoke.
I don't remember what I said.
Okay, it's fine. No problem. I'm not gonna.
I think direction. Okay, I think direction is relative to bodies. So, like,
I agree with you.
Yeah. So for me, right, like the whole physical universe is basically like a body. We call it the universal body.
Not to pick on you. You're an Ismaili, so I'm assuming you take a very. For me, it would be a strange definition of the word body, and for you, a body would be just anything that exists.
No, that's
then what?
Okay, so for me, the whole universe and all of these different things we see in it, these are all different sort of states or parts of a universal body. And the definition.
I'm saying for you, what is a body?
Yeah, it's a composite of matter and form. And form would be basically like qualia, qualitative, or not necessarily qualia, but form refers to like the qualitative features.
That's a very Swift definition. All right.
It is though. So
of course you're an Ismaili, bro. What else are you gonna be?
so like what we have this idea where prime matter receives form from the universal soul, and you could say the coming together of this form upon prime matter now receives quality and some shape, and that's the universal body, and that's what our universe effectively is. So within this body, we can talk about different directions, but only relative to this body, right? Like if we're talking about things that are not a body, the concept of direction, the 6 directions doesn't apply.
Anas can talk.
And I think what's interesting is, correct me if I'm wrong, but don't you guys, I know you don't have this definition of body, but you would also say direction is relative to body, right?
Yeah, I told you from the beginning, as soon as you defined it, I had like an idea or two about how you define body. I don't agree with how you define body. Even with the way, like, I can't accept your notion of body, even for the sake of the argument, because I don't think there is this coming together thing when it comes to Allah. The most I could take is, if you go to Maqalat al-Islamiyyin by Abu Hassan al-Ash'ari, he gives, I think, 13 different definitions, and one of them was something that exists, or something that you can point to, or something that you can look at, something spatially extended, whatever. Like these, I could accept the meaning, but not the term, and say direction is in relation to what they would consider a body. So I would agree with them.
In the end, you would still agree with that part, that like.
That has to be in relation to a body, but it really matters how you define body.
Right, and of course, I mean, we can discuss this next time, but if direction is relative to bodies, and again, we don't have to get into this now, but like, if Allah is in a direction for you, like, it seems then he would also be a body.
Ibn Taymiyyah speaks about this in, I think,
it would just require, if Allah has a direction, and direction is a relationship between different bodies, let's say the universe and Allah, it would require Allah to be a body of some sort.
Yeah, Ibn Taymiyyah responds to this in Bayan Talbis al-Jamiyah. He just says, okay, you call it a body, we don't call it a body. He says semantical dispute, then what? That's a very rough summary of his.
And I remember our convo we had.
Right, so that's what I was referring to when I asked if you retract about what you think of what do you call it, directions.
Well, to be fair, I mean, I thought about it, and even like I said, okay, well, in the Neoplatonic view, what is a body, and so on, and it actually makes sense that direction, like, that's why we don't talk about, when we talk about souls or intellects, we don't talk about direction, because it just doesn't apply. It only applies to bodies.
Dr. Khalil, seriously, let's Yaqub.
Hey, bro, don't be disrespectful. Come on, bro.
No, I'm not gonna disrespect.
خلاص,
give the mic.
Yeah, so Yaqub, there's one concern that I would raise with.
Are you guys done?
One second,
I'll say
let's
one
finish.
More
Yeah.
So hold on.
Yaqub,
Just wrap. Guys, 1 second. Let me moderate.
Hold on. I just want to ask a question. I want to know, why is Anas shouting, and he didn't get permission from his daddy Yaqub to speak?
No.
Why are you guys so
I moved him down. That's it.
Why are you doing that?
I moved him down.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Listen,
after you finish your point. Wrap it up, guys.
Guys.
Sorry, so Yaqub. So again, Yaqub.
Oh my God, one at a time.
Guys, Dr. Khalil, just give me a second. Just you and Yaqub wrap it up, because Wallahi al-Azim, we're getting bored. Like, the comments are going crazy. So Yaqub, whenever you're finished, give the mic to Anas,
he could have
and
the
then
last
Anas
word.
could speak afterwards. Go ahead.
You could have the last word. It's fine.
Anas, please mute.
Honestly, you guys need to grow up. Anyhow, Dr. Khalil, just continue.
Yes. So I was going to say that I thought it was a very good conversation, and I think you're very clear in your responses, even though I don't agree with you. The last thought that just occurred to me is something that you should be careful about, and I don't mean this in an insulting way, but just be wary that if you're accepting a sort of distinction.
Yo, get off of Anas's meat, you faggot.
Okay, I don't know what is going on here. If your model of God accepts distinctions within a subject, right, and accepts interdependency, like internal to a subject, I would simply say that some Christian models of God could be cashed out like that, where they make the persons of the Trinity internal to a single subject, and then have their own dependence relations going on there. A Christian could cash out the Trinity in that way, and if they did, then
I've heard that critique before.
Yaqub, can you let Anas speak? Wallah, it's not fair, bro.
Okay,
anyway,
Dr. Khalil speaking to me. What do you want me to do? He's speaking.
Anas, please mute. Yalla, Anas, speak, akhi.
Allah, you guys
Yaqub
are
is so
so
generous. He's allowing you to speak. Speak.
Once they're done with their conversation, I'll talk.
Did you ask
Okay.
permission from your daddy to speak?
Okay.
What's wrong with
sorry,
Nobody
but do you got
Nobody should be insulting anybody.
Anybody,
This
yeah.
provocation, it's not
Yeah,
working.
yo,
So
Nas, you got like a kink or something, bro?
I asked Yaqub. I don't know if you asked Yaqub.
Bro, this guy got a kink or something, bro. Just
Anyway, Yaqub, that's all I have to say. Thank you. Until the next time.
Alright, you guys take care.
all right,
Yalla,
Yaqub,
bye.
salam alaikum, akhi.
Alaikum assalam.
Anas, are you gonna stay? You
Alright.
want to discuss with the others?
Yunus, Ahmed, Thinking Islam, whoever it is, Brethren of Purity, I'm willing to talk to any of them. So, if any of them want to
I think
request,
Dr. Khalil is gone. And Yaqub
Dr. Khalil is gone. All right. So Yunus is in the comments. He can feel free to request. We can have a dialogue. I suppose he's not busy anymore because he's constantly commenting, and he had the time to come on the panel. So I can debate Yunus. I can debate Ahmed. I can debate anybody. So whoever's available. we can
Anas,
talk.
I could set up a debate with Ahmed and something.
No, I'm not
on
formally
my-
debating it. No.
Yeah, of course, a discussion
Okay,
on my
like right now.
another time.
Like right now. No, right now.
Ahmed's not here, so if you
Okay,
want
so
to
is
discuss
anybody
with
here?
Yunus, I think Yunus and Nas are here. You could discuss
Okay,
with
so bring one. They won't
them.
come
But
up.
I don't
I'm-
speak for these guys.
No,
I only
I'm
speak
telling
for
you,
my
they
group,
won't
you know?
come up. They won't. They know I'll intellectually molest them. They won't come on the panel. Dr. Khalid, okay, Nasser is here.
Okay.
Nasser,
Wallah,
are you?
I'm too tired to debate right now, bro.
Okay, so he doesn't want to debate. Okay. Is anybody else willing to debate that wants to challenge my worldview?
Wallah, I'm resting right now on my bed. Wallah,
Not you, not you. It's okay. You can relax and sit down and put your pacifier in your mouth. All right?
No, I would have
So-
debated you. This topic was going on for hours, you know.
Okay,
That's
so
fine. Khalas,
do
Nas
you
doesn't
wanna-
want to debate. Is there anybody else?
Well, Ikhwan, see, these guys are saying, Wallah, I can debate. And
That's fine. We know you can. We know
Yeah, this is embarrassing.
everybody knows you
Yo,
can.
bring-
It's
Dude,
fine.
Nasser, no. Nasser, the problem is the whole chat was flustering and no one's willing to come and have a conversation now.
No, Wallah, Anas, you know.
But the
we were
problem
joking, but
is
honestly, I want-
Yunus,
look,
no.
I mean,
one
he
second.
has a point.
No.
Not gonna lie.
Yunus was in the comments. He just shared the live, but he won't come on the panel. He knows he won't discuss Tawheed. He knows he won't discuss the metaphysics of the Shia. He won't do that. Why? Because he knows you'll get baked. I have respect for Dr. Khalil Andani. I wanted to talk to him, but he's not available. That's why I'm not disrespecting him. Right? So if anyone's available that wants to talk, Nasser just affirmed that he does not want to debate me. He knows he wouldn't debate me on this subject. Despite all the shit talk he was talking in the comments, nobody will talk to me about this. Nobody. Ikhwan Safa, I'm not gonna pick on you because you don't debate aql.
Listen, Orthodox, the student of
But
Well, this guy.
Yeah, but the thing is, you know, Anas, I only moderate debates between you and brothers.
Nasser, me and you are on the panel. Do you want to talk?
I don't talk about the topic, bro.
I'm sorry. I don't care. Do you want to talk about why your God is illogical?
I don't talk about the topic. I don't discuss philosophy.
So why are you cheerleading?
I'm not cheerleading.
Yeah, you are. You're in the chat mentioning my name at least 50 times a second.
Yeah, because your daddy was telling you don't speak. I don't know what to tell you.
My daddy wasn't.
Basically, every time you open your mouth, he tells you.
Nasser, you know what this means?
100%. I agree, wisecracks. Yeah.
Nasser, you know what this means that you're scared?
I'm scared.
Oh, he's here. Look, he's here. He's here.
Yeah, nobody's running away from me. I was just getting inside the house.
Yunus, okay, so you want to talk?
You're gonna get a nice cooking session, like a good boy.
Wait, so we're gonna talk?
That's fine.
Wait, are we gonna talk?
You ready for
Are we
the
gonna
cooking
talk?
session,
Wait,
boy?
Yunus.
Are we gonna wait, Ikhwan? I want to get the confirmation. Are we gonna
You
talk
ready
right now?
for this cooking session or you're not?
All right, bet. Let's go. Come on.
Wait,
Let's
guys.
go.
Okay, choose the topic. If I can moderate it. Okay, just please respect each other's time and no personal insults.
I'm not gonna insult.
Yeah, Anas, do you want to do something?
Let me give you my proposal. My topic is.
You want to set up? Hold on 1 second.
I'm not setting up anything formal with you. We're talking right now.
Why? Why are you running?
Because we're talking right now.
So you don't want to support? You don't want to do?
We are talking right now.
With me, right?
Ikhwana Safa, the topic that I wanted to be is.
Why don't you want to do a
the
formal
Sunni
debate
God?
with me?
Okay, I want to talk, please.
Anas, and I have a question. Why does it have
They're
to
not
be
letting me
now?
talk.
No,
They're not letting me
Let
talk.
him make it.
Ikhwan, you gotta moderate, man. You gotta moderate.
Yeah, I told you I'll do it another day. Even Yunus is
Nasser,
telling me, let's do a
you
formal
are
debate.
small fish.
Why
Leave. I don't want to
Why
talk to
does it
you.
have to be now? What's have to be
Okay,
now?
Yunus.
Listen. Don't disrespect
I'm getting
the
muted
Shia.
now.
The
I'm getting
Shia
muted
are
now.
Taj Rasek, all right?
Don't call
I'm
anybody
trying to
small
have a
fish, bro.
discussion right now,
Okay, why does it
respectful.
have to be now? If
لا
you're
حول
busy
ولا
now,
قوة إلا
Don't
if I'm
make
busy
me.
now.
Should I pull up the video when I embarrassed you?
لا حول ولا
That's
قوة إلا
fine.
بالله.
We'll just discuss it right now or set up something. He doesn't want to set up something. Do you guys want to discuss right now? Yes or no? Simple as that.
Yes or no?
Yeah. That's what I want to do.
Okay,
Alright,
that's
bet.
fine.
Let's
Nas,
get it.
please don't interfere.
Wait.
Yes or
We'll
no,
discuss
Yunus?
right now,
Look,
but let's
if
also
it's
do a
Shi'a,
formal.
chub
Let's
like
also.
Hayawan.
Nas, one second.
No, I'm not formaling you. No.
Why don't you want
Because
to have a
you
formal
have
debate?
no platform. I'm going to talk to you now, and that's it.
Yunus doesn't have a
Ikhwan,
platform.
Ikhwan, tell them, make it clear. Do they
Bro,
want to discuss now?
Iraqi,
Look how he's running
bro,
away.
I only speak for my group and
Okay.
I'm just trying to moderate.
Look how
Okay.
you're
Oh my
Ahl
gosh.
Sunnah. Do you see how your top
Do
debater
you
is
want to
running away
talk right
from
now
you?
or not?
Do you see how he's
Do
cowering?
you want to talk right
Do
now
you
Why
or
guys
don't you
not?
want to
accept the
discuss
formal
with him
debates?
right now or no? He doesn't want. Do you accept the? Let me speak now. Let me mediate here. Iraqi, why don't you want to accept the formal
Because
debate
he's
in
a
a
coward.
future? No. Don't say that, Yunus.
I'll
Relax.
tell you
Just
why.
say.
Okay.
Iraqi, go ahead.
I think it's more efficient to talk now than have a formal with him because, firstly, having a formal with him is not necessary at all. If we're going to talk now, he doesn't have a platform. I will be
If you're
boosting.
talking now, but he's
I'm
telling you not
talking.
now.
That's
He's busy
fine.
right now.
I can't even talk.
No,
Okay?
because you're saying
That's
if
fine.
we do it now, but
Just
Oh
let
my
him speak,
gosh.
yeah. Just give him his time to
Oh
speak.
my gosh.
Let's give him his time. Nas.
Yeah,
give
just
him
give
his
him
time.
his Yunus, Habibi.
So,
Just be fair. It's fine. He's
I'm
being
proposing-
respectful. He's
fair.
not attacking. Yeah, come on. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead,
Iraqi. Make your
proposing-
proposition.
I'm
Make your
proposing
proposition.
that we have a conversation right now. I think that would be more substantive than us having a formal debate. Also, because respectfully, you don't have a platform. I don't want to boost your non-existent platform and make it into one. So that's why I'm interested in talking to you right now. Whether you accept it or not, up to you. I would love for you to accept the topic right now. The topic that I'm proposing is the Sunni God has no illogicality whatsoever, and the Shia God cannot exist due to the metaphysical problems you have. Now, do you accept the conversation right now or not?
All right, cool. So here's my reply. All right, mute up. Let me reply to you. So guys, you see, this is the lion of Ahl Sunnah. According you guys, all in the comments glazing him. Everybody, all the Sunnis in the comments are glazing him. Ahl Sunnah, this is the guy who represents your religion. This is the guy who defends your Tawheed. Look how he's cowering away from me from a formal debate. Then his excuse is, Yunus doesn't have a following. You know,
Okay, Yunus. 1 second. Okay, now let me ask a question.
Clearly, hold on. I'm not. Listen, we could insult each other. That's fine. But when it comes to insulting religion or figures, that's the red line. I would never insult his religious figures, and I think he wouldn't either.
So do you accept that the
So
proposal?
now let me hear my full reply.
Why did you drop the moderator?
Full reply.
Why did you drop the
He's
moderator?
not a moderator. When Yunus is
There's no
speaking,
way.
he doesn't speak.
No. I
Just
didn't.
gonna
Nobody dropped him here.
the
Bring
whole
up.
time.
Yo, mods.
You're
Nobody
untrustworthy
drop down
by yourself on the panel.
Yeah, please.
Don't drop down
That's fine.
stuff. Listen.
So now, let's say 1 second, Yunus. I have just one question.
Ikhwan, can you tell him to stop the rhetoric and accept it? Yes or no?
Yeah.
I'm
gonna reply to you. Guys, look, is this simple?
A fair panel that is actually known and it has a lot of following? Would you accept that, Iraqi?
Darren, what about Darren's panel? What about Darren's panel?
It's not about on whose panel. It's if I debate him, I really don't need to, boost his algorithm or his platform. So, Ikhwan, let's debate right now.
Bro, you debated a rapper.
Let's debate.
That is irrelevant. That has nothing to do
let's
with
debate
polemics.
right now. Are you gonna accept talking
to me right now? Did you not debate Q-Top? Did you debate Q-Top? Yes
Are you gonna talk to me right now?
Did you have a formal debate with Q-Top? Yes or no?
Q-Top has 1 million followers. You have 2,000.
Yeah, Q-Top.
Right?
You went and debated a rapper.
Do you want to debate right now?
Listen to me. Okay, let me reply to you.
Dude, he doesn't want to debate.
Listen how he's
Iraqi, just let him respond. Go ahead.
You see how
just yes or no. Oh my God.
Just discuss right now.
Okay, man. Let's debate
That's
right
what
now.
I'm saying. Let's discuss right now.
والله العظيم I know أنا الرمد في عيونك يا
And Yunus,
So do you want to
debate-
accept it right now or
Fine.
not?
What's the argument? He debated the girl and he lost to a Sunni girl.
Do you want to debate right now or not, Yunus?
It's all good. Yeah, that's true.
I didn't formally debate a girl. That's not true.
سيف
What's
صارم
the argument?
صبت النواصب
Brother, I'm not talking to you.
Let me talk يا عراقي, okay?
Yo, let Yunus talk, man. Go ahead, Yunus.
Yeah, don't interrupt me يا عراقي.
Don't interrupt Yunus, bro. Go ahead, Yunus.
Listen, everybody in here, there's 234 of you. This is your boy who represents you guys in religion. This is your top debater that you guys propose for debates. I'm challenging him right now in front of all of you. I'm telling him, have a formal debate on Tawheed. Tawheed of the Shia versus the Tawheed of the Sunnah, of the Sunnis. He is rejecting it in front of all of you. And what is his excuse? I don't want to give him a platform. Platform don't want to give him a
Guys,
platform.
come on, just please.
What type of pathetic
Again, no
excuse is
response.
that?
It's a yes or no.
Anybody
Yeah.
with an intellect.
No
anybody
reply.
with an intellect
Okay,
here.
man, if you want to talk
No
right
reply.
now, let's talk.
Right?
What's the problem?
Anybody with an intellect
I'm getting
would
muted
know
on their
that this
panel.
guy
Yeah.
here is clearly running away.
Are
You
you
see how
I'm not
embarrassing
Ahmad.
this is?
Are you
I'm not
interested in
Ahmad, guys.
truth?
I'm just letting
Dude,
you
he's
guys
deflecting and none of you are addressing it. You're not addressing it.
Are you interested in Yunus or are you interested
I'm
in
interested in Yunus. We're talking
No,
about it
why-
right
why-
now.
So you don't.
Wait, what do you mean you're interested in me? Are you LGBT? This guy is LGBTQ. What do you mean you're interested in me, bro? Like I'm not into that stuff. All right. If you're LGBTQ and you wave around the rainbow flag, go do that somewhere else. What do you mean you're interested in Yunus? So look, Ahl Sunnah, all of you in the comments cheering this guy on. See how your coward debater is running away from me. He doesn't want to accept a formal debate. You know why he doesn't want to accept a formal debate? This is why. Look how the coward got destroyed by me. So this is him right here, okay? Look, listen. Now let's the Huruf al-Shamsiyya. Go ahead.
You see, guys?
Write down
He
Huruf
thinks I don't know
al-Shamsiyya.
Arabic.
Write down Huruf
He thinks I
al-Shamsiyya.
haven't studied. Who's clipping this?
Now write down
Who's
Huruf al-Shamsiyya. Go ahead. Let's see the Huruf
What is
al-Shamsiyya.
this, a test?
Yeah, look, go ahead. How do you not know
Is it
Huruf
a test?
al-Shamsiyya?
اوكي طيب حبيبي يلا حروف حروف I can't look at the camera. شمسية
I'm giving this guy like first grade. We learned this in first grade. Wallah.
This is easy.
Yeah, first grade. Yalla, let's name it.
ألف
Alif is Huruf Shamsi.
So, wait, what is it on? What is it on? What?
Alif is Huruf Shamsi.
Wait, you my bad, I didn't mean that.
This is easy. My bad. I didn't mean that.
So you all see why this guy is running away. By the way, let me plug my YouTube real quick. Everybody go subscribe to the YouTube. You can go watch the full debate with me and him on Where is God and how I taught him Ibn Taymiyyah's books. I taught him his scholars' books. And I had a debate with him on Fadak as well. So you guys could go watch that and see why this guy is deflecting. He doesn't want to debate me. Wallahi al-Aliyyul Azim, he's a coward. Right now, I'm going to give you showtime, Anas. Reply with one word. It's a yes or no. Will you accept a formal debate with me on the panel of your choosing? You could pick whatever panel you want. As long as you guys will be fair and you will have a moderator that would mod between me and you, I have no issue with that. And we will debate about Tawheed. Do you accept yes or no, Anas? Stop saying that I ran away. Stop saying that I'm cowering. Accept the debate. Yes or no? If you're going to say no, I'm not going to debate you here. If you say yes, we will do the debate right now. A time debate between me and you on this panel that is going to be timed and that's going to be uploaded to YouTube. So do you accept a formal debate with me, ya Anas? Yes or no? I want an answer. Formal debate. Yes or no? Yalla, I'm going to give you showtime. See how we're being fair? See how we're fair to this guy? Look, I'm going to give him showtime right now. Go ahead and reply. If you're going to just yap, I'm going to end your showtime. So address the question. Go ahead.
Okay, so what happened is he didn't address my proposal, right? My specific proposal was talk now, no formal debate, right? That's all I wanted. So if we debate now, everyone's here watching, everybody wants me to watch, everyone wants to watch me molest you, all right? Intellectually molest you. We're waiting. Now, about the formal debate, I will formally debate you on the topic, which worldview has metaphysical problems, the Shia worldview or the Sunni worldview, on the Orthodox Muslims panel, if you debate me right now. Now, Ikhwan al-Safa, I was clear, right? So let's debate right now. And then after that, we can go to the Orthodox Muslims panel later, I don't know, next week, whenever you want to do it. And we can debate on the metaphysical problem of either the Sunni or the Shia worldview. So I accepted your proposal. I've compromised for your sake. So do you want to talk?
All right. So now that he's getting backlash by his boys, they're all DMing him, accept the debate. You're embarrassing us. Just accept the debate, man. What are you doing? You're making Ahl Sunnah look bad. And now, alhamdulillah, he accepted. Look at him like a good boy. Such a good little boy he is. He accepted the debate challenge. So we will have a debate channel on the Orthodox Muslims panel, no issue. Okay. What's the formatting and what's the topic?
We can discuss that later. Why not? Why now?
No, right now. So you don't run away.
I want to talk to you about your problems.
You don't run away like a coward.
Oh my God, I'm running away after I accepted the formal debate.
What's the time format? And what's the topic?
Okay, introduction, 7 minutes, one rebuttal each, 5 minutes, cross-examinations, 20 minutes each, conclusions, 5 minutes, questions and answers, 3 questions each. Done. Now let's talk.
Beautiful. Okay, so when are we doing this? What day?
Dude, I don't know. Next week, something like that. Why does that matter?
Do that tomorrow.
Let's do it. Okay, no.
Dude, I got work and school
Are
and
you
stuff
available
too.
this
I'm not
Sunday?
on
Are you available this Sunday?
Like, how am I supposed to know my schedule off the dome?
Are you available this Sunday? Yes or no?
Say, listen, man. I'm just saying. Let's talk right now.
This Sunday, yes or no?
Okay, man.
I'm not positive.
Talk, man.
I'm not positive.
Stop dodging, dude.
How am I dodging?
This Sunday, yes. This is so
Will you do the debate?
Wait. When is the day
How
that
am
you
I
are
dodging?
off?
I literally accepted your debate in front of everyone.
Okay. So when is the best time for you to be able to set it up?
It can be either this Saturday or this Sunday.
This Sunday. That's good. Okay, 1 second, Nas. What time?
Either this Saturday or Sunday. Bro, can we not discuss this later in DMs? Like, you're wasting my time.
DMs? First
that's fine. That's fine.
What do you mean? Hold on. Give me a second.
Okay.
This guy is saying, Nas, give me a second, brother. He's saying you're wasting my time. Who do you think you are? Wallahi al-alim, I watched your debate with Q-Top. Q-Top annihilated you. A Christian.
Okay, so you're dodging.
Baked you. Wallahi al-alim, a Christian.
You're
baked
dodging.
You. Who do you think you are?
You're dodging.
You're a nobody, dude.
You're dodging.
You're nobody.
We're not moderating this properly.
So let's agree on Sunday, because Saturday I have a debate with Harith about Khilafah.
Okay, we'll do it Sunday.
Okay, Sunday, what time?
Oh my God, 5 p.m. Can we talk now?
Eastern time or
what? Eastern?
Central time, 5 p.m. Can we talk now?
All right, so he's gonna do 5 p.m. Central time on Sunday. All of you heard. What's gonna be the topic?
All right, can we debate now?
Yeah,
let's agree on a topic.
Just say the topic.
Okay, the topic is like I proposed that you didn't listen to, is which worldview has metaphysical problems within Tawheed? The Shi'i worldview or the Sunni worldview? I gave you that proposal.
All right, beautiful. So we're going to do that debate on Sunday. So right now, let's do a debate about everybody saying the chat hadith reliability.
What the heck? No way.
Wait.
What the heck? No way. What do you want to debate about right now?
Did you see
What do you want to go ahead? What do you want to debate about?
Did you see that?
1 second.
There's no way. This guy now wants to debate hadith reliability?
What do you want to debate?
Sunni boys in the comments. They're all
I'm carrying the conversation with Khalil Andani to Yunus. He's running.
Yeah,
listen,
that's what you're going to talk about on
Sunnis
Sunday.
in the comments, they're all spamming hadith reliability.
No.
So what topic do you want to debate right now?
No.
One second,
Right now. No. I agreed that we're going to talk about what I want to talk about now. And then which is literally what Khalil Andani was talking to Yaqub about, something along those lines. And then on Sunday, the exact
we're not going to debate about Tawheed because we're doing that on Sunday.
Oh my God, dude, there's no way.
Yeah, if we're gonna, why would we debate about that right now?
No, he was waiting. He can't.
What's wrong with this monkey boy?
God. Hey,
does this guy have an intellect of an animal? Do you have an intellect of an animal? You want to debate the topic we're going to debate on Sunday?
There's no way.
What's wrong with this guy?
This guy is not serious. Hey, bro, I think that you're scared to talk about this right now.
Wallahi al-Aliyyul Azim, I'm not scared, and I'll talk about any topic of your choosing.
Let's do it now.
As long as it doesn't have anything to do with something.
I just want to ask.
Let's do it now.
You can debate Yunus on Sunday. You can talk to brethren right now.
I don't. You're a sidekick. I don't need to talk to you. Are you like a valet driver? I don't need to talk to you.
That's good. I'm not the son of Yaqub. Listen.
Oh my God. This is so embarrassing.
Or are you interested in Haqq?
Yeah, speak to brethren right now. What's the issue?
What do you mean? I literally agreed to talk to Yunus. What are you talking about?
But Yunus is
why are you running away?
Why are you stuck with Yunus?
No, okay, Yunus. How am I running away? There's no way they're serious.
No issue.
There's no way they're serious.
I'll debate him. I'll debate you right now, as long as it has nothing to do with the topic.
Okay, it has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, what's your topic to debate?
I will debate you right now on any topic. That's
you cool. Or I'm talking to Yunus.
No, yes, he wants to. Yeah.
I'm not
Oh my
Why are you
god.
traumatized from last time?
Traumatized? Dude, I agreed to talk to him right
Wait,
now.
he has PTSD. He has PTSD.
I literally agreed to
So
talk
you
to
still have
Yunus right now.
any topic.
We
Any
agreed.
topic. From Sunni Hadith corpus to Tahrif
Dude, this
al-Quran
guy's
to
running.
metaphysics.
Yunus,
Any
are you gonna
topic.
talk to me or not?
challenging you, but
You are
brother is
running.
telling you,
You are
take my
running.
challenge now.
Do you guys
Any
hear
topic.
this?
Oh, the
You
brother,
see how
brother,
disingenuous
I'm
they
running
are?
any topic right now.
You guys are so
Wallahi you're
disingenuous.
running. Wallahi
Brethren.
you're running.
لا hold on اخوان hold on
Wallahi
والله I'm gonna be
العظيم you're
fair.
running.
Hey, Nasser,
اخوان
Nasser.
الصفا اخوان الصفا no hold on
Sure. I'm not.
Ikhwan, you're a shitty moderator, bro. You're not being
Bro, I'm
fair.
not even moderator, dude. I don't
Why
even
is
have muting.
brethren trying to challenge me when I'm talking?
يا اخوان
Okay, Orthodox Muslim as well.
hold
Libyan,
on,
I'm getting
come up.
muted. Oh my
Wallahi,
god.
I'll debate Libyano right
This
now.
is why
Ikhwan,
it's
what
so
did he tell you?
insufferable to talk to these
Anas,
guys.
I will
dude.
destroy
One
Libyano
second,
right now
guys,
on any
brethren,
topic.
Mahtab, can you just give me
Muslim will
muting?
be
Can you give me
destroyed
this
right
muting?
now on any topic. Come up. I'll debate you right
Orthodox
now on any
Muslim?
topic.
Oh, so
No.
brethren is challenging Orthodox Muslim.
Ikhwan,
One
can I
second,
talk to
Nas.
Yunus like you promised you would talk to me or not?
Yeah,
He
I'll
said
talk.
Sunday,
I'll debate you. I'll debate you right now.
Okay,
Let's
I
debate a
believe
topic that has nothing to do with the topic of Sunday.
that look, I'm gonna bring an argument that I will not
Do you
bring on
want to
Sunday.
debate about Al Makan? You want to finish that debate?
No, I want to bring up.
Why?
I want to talk about why you fall
Bring the argument.
into.
I'm gonna cook your argument. Bring it.
Well, brother, but I just want to ask. I want to ask you.
Wait, guys.
Oh my
I'm not.
god!
Why are all of
I'm
them running
actually
away
on
from
the
me?
verge
I'm
of
not
just like.
mod. I can't mute anybody, dude.
Hold on a
Just make
second.
me mod.
Hold on a second,
Mahtab.
Anas, hold on a second.
God damn.
Ikhwan, when nobody
second,
was on the
Iraqi.
panel, did he not tell you bring anybody? Yes or no, Ikhwan?
Dude, Yunus agreed to the conversation right now. He agreed.
No, you said bring
Oh my
anybody.
god.
Ikhwan said there's
Yeah,
nobody
I agree.
Okay, so let's talk.
I agree to debate you
So
right
Nasser,
now.
tell Nasser to stop talking.
Guys, please. Please,
Guys, I don't want to mute people, but just let Ikhwan and
Okay,
me and
Yunus,
Iraq
let's talk about
Okay,
modal
let me.
collapse.
Okay, 1 second, Iraqi. Allah yawafaq. Just please, guys, let me moderate. I think the discussion is going to be between Iraqi and Yunus because
Thank
Iraqi
you.
doesn't want to discuss with brethren. Simple as that.
It's not about
So
that.
now,
It's that you agreed to
Iraqi,
talk
it's
to me.
fine. It's
Yunus
fine.
agreed
It's
to
fine.
talk to me.
So you would discuss with brethren another time. You will have no issue with
That's
that.
fine. I can talk to another time. But Yunus,
Why
I'm talking
is
to
Orthodox
Yunus.
Muslim running away from me?
Yeah, sure, he's running. So now
He's running, man.
I want to
It's
talk to
fine.
Yunus. Okay?
Yalla, we'll debate
And
about Al-Makan.
Ikhwan
Al-Makan
Safa.
lillah.
Yeah,
This
one
means Ikhwan
second. You guys agreed for a formal debate on Sunday on Orthodox Live.
5 p.m.
Yeah,
Yes.
5 p.m. Central Time. Can you repeat the topic, Iraqi? Just
God
real
damn
quick.
it, can we just flip and talk?
Just please, we're gonna
Ya
talk. Just let me do
Allah.
it step by step, Iraqi. Just say what the
Okay, but
topic
we're
is.
debating on which worldview has metaphysical problems in
That's
Tawheed, the Shi'i or the Sunni worldview.
okay, perfect. Now you should discuss something that has nothing to do with that topic. What
Yunus
do you guys
agreed
want to
that
discuss?
Yunus proposed Makan, which has something to do with the topic, right? So he shouldn't have a problem with me talking about modal collapse.
No.
Oh
I was listen.
Oh my God.
I was offering you.
La ilaha illallah.
I was being generous.
This so hard,
Talk about
guys?
model collapse.
He's being generous. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah.
Let's talk about model collapse. What's the
La
problem?
ilaha illallah.
Yeah, let's speak to
The thing
brethren
is, you
about
just
Oh,
don't talk
Yunus.
to Yunus.
Now
That's
speak
the
to
problem.
brethren
You're
after
not
I agree to
interested.
talk to
Okay,
Yunus.
dude, I'm literally telling
Oh
you,
my God.
I accept to debate you right now. Let's
Okay,
pick a
so can we
topic
talk
that
about
has
modal
nothing to do with
collapse?
Sunday. Go ahead.
Can we talk about, okay, you want to talk about Makan?
Yeah, let's talk about the
All right, let's
Makan
talk
model.
about Makan. Yalla.
Yalla, beautiful.
Okay, good.
Yalla, no
So
issue.
it's gonna be a back and forth. Please don't cut each other. I don't have moderator privileges for me to mute if someone cuts.
Can we have a moderator? Because there's no way my debater has a moderator and I don't have anything.
No. Listen.
My interlocutor has a mod. He has mod.
Okay, Iraqi, I should be fair. خلاص, if it's you
No.
and him, go ahead.
No. Give me mod, Muhtab. Iraqi would trust me to be mod.
Where? Do you guys want me to be mod?
No. He would trust me to be mod. Iraqi would trust me to be mod.
I'm just waiting to start the conversation.
We're gonna start the conversation. Muhtab, give me muting privileges so that we could continue.
I trust Ikhwan Safa. Give Ikhwan Safa moderator.
Okay. I'm gonna be fair. I don't care. Yunus, Iraqi. Yeah, I have to be. I disagree. Both of you call me kuffar.
No.
Yeah, it's okay. Muhtab, please give me.
Hold on, I got. Listen, 1 second. I got a report on this account. Let me come on my other account, okay?
Yeah,
Give me a
we'll
second.
wait for you.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Ikhwan, let me ask you. While he comes back, did he not say
It's fine, Nas. Khalas, we agreed. Let's not go back.
No, he's winning. I know he's winning. Anas is winning.
It's fine.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
okay.
running.
It's okay.
I'm running.
It's
Yeah.
okay. And it should be only them two and me as a
nobody's
moderator
gonna talk,
on the panel.
Ikhwan, if anyone interrupts that's not Yunus, you drop them.
100%.
There's no ifs and buts.
Rashid is your stat.
I agree.
This includes your brother and purity. This includes
No, brethren, I'll drop him immediately.
No, I'm gonna drop anyway. I'm just wanna say, Orthodox, stop running away from me.
Okay, why don't by the time what's his name comes, why don't we organize a debate or a discussion, not a formal one, between brethren and Orthodox Muslim?
I promise you, he's not interested.
Why not?
Look,
Yeah,
it's
because
like
he wants to
no,
run
man.
away.
It's
That's
just,
why-
brethren, you got no
You
emotion,
still
bro.
got PTSD from last time.
Yeah,
you got
PTSD.
roasted. You said dinosaurs created us. You still got PTSD.
Orthodox.
It's fine. It's fine.
No, Orthodox. You're here in the comments. Brethren is challenging you. Do you accept?
Nasser, you are a valet driver. You know
Say
that?
wallah.
You're a valet driver.
Say
That's
wallah.
fine.
Anas, wallah.
That's fine.
You're acting like a valet driver. You drive people's Lamborghinis and you don't have one. You drive a
I'll
Toyota.
debate you about Muawiyah, Aisha,
Yeah,
Fadak,
yeah,
anything you
yeah.
want. Wallah,
Nasser,
wallah, if
you're a
man
small
enough,
fish.
We'll do it. Wallah.
You're a
Wallah, we'll
small
do it.
fish.
just like Haris said that he's running away. I'm like, if I'm a small fish,
Ikhwan, can you just drop him, man? Like he's
I
not
don't have
adding
moderator privileges yet, akhi. Listen, why don't you guys come to my live where it's actually fair? Why? I just want to know, Iraq.
You have to follow me back so I can give you a mod.
Mahtab, can you give us
My
one?
other account isn't working right now, but it's okay. I'll just stay on
Can you
here.
also take away Yunus's mod because it's not fair for him to have mod?
No. I'm not gonna mute you.
I don't trust you. I don't trust you.
No, Wallah Ladim, he has not.
No, Mahtab, you have to take his mod because I don't have mod.
No, I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna drop Brother Nas.
I don't care. It's not fair that you have mod and I don't. I don't care.
Okay, no issue.
Okay, so stop running and take your mod away.
No problem. Take away my mod. No issue.
Take away his mod.
I don't want to give this guy any excuses to run away.
That's fine. And drop everyone who's not Iraqi, Yunus or me.
That means
no. We're not gonna drop anyone unless they want to be.
No, Ikhwan, you stay because you're the mod. You stay.
We're not gonna drop.
Okay.
Listen, we're not gonna drop the Shia.
Bro, this is a fair debate.
Listen, no.
Anyone who interferes, I'm gonna drop.
Listen,
Nobody's gonna drop.
let me speak.
Can once we get a time, please?
Mahtab, can it be fair, like organize and drop everyone but me, Yunus, and the moderator, please?
Yeah,
Let's keep two and two. That's fine.
Let me talk.
Like, come on, like, why is Nasser here? Why is Rashid here?
We're not gonna listen.
Why are they here?
Nobody. Let me talk.
Why?
One second. Go ahead, Yunus.